to see. Hold on. Just want to make sure the camera is set the right way. Let me turn this off. I know the sound is going to be a little bit distracting. 1 second. Let me move this because it's not very conducive. All right. You are here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Just get a moment. Take your look. Give you all a moment to come in. And I'm going to turn the air conditioner off a second. I just needed to kind of cool off the space that I'm working from. Let me just make sure. Okay, just want to make sure that you're able to see. Okay. That. Okay, that's better. Hey Beatrice, welcome, welcome, welcome. I just want to make sure I have everything set up, the camera angle and everything, to make sure that you all can see. Okay. Put my devices on silent. All of that wonderful stuff, because we are working on the last part of our summer night design. And the funny thing is, I don't really like the angle of this. Let me see if this works better. The long way. Limited space. Yeah. Oh, that's how we got a stray fly in here? Okay. Y'all see my, what is it called? My foam board. These are the best things for making like really cool backgrounds. But anyway, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm going to get started in a moment because today is part 5 of our, this making the lighting worse. I want to say it feels like it does. I don't know. But anyway, I'm glad that you all are here. And I'm gonna, let me see if I slide this over some. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna have to make it do what it do. I just want to make sure that my hands will be on camera because you need to see that. Are you all able to hear me okay? Hopefully I don't use up your whole Sunday with assembly, but we do have quite a bit of things to assemble. Let me just pull up the video so that I can see the comments, because I'm never able to see the comments in real time. So let me know. Are y'all here? Y'all here? Okay. Let's see. Is there a cool place that I can set this where I can see the comments as they come in? Okay. Good afternoon. Okay, I see them. Okay, I'm going to put this here. And I'm going to try not to burn up. So, okay, so we have here our summer night design. This is the finished product. Oh, of course, there needs to be an introduction, right? Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Aniqua, and I am the artist, the designer behind My Kind of Thing, a handmade company that specializes in one-of-a-kind handmade dolls, particularly dolls of color, and even more specifically, black and brown dolls. Okay, we are gathered here today to finish this wonderful design. Summer has really, really great accessories. I was gonna say, where's her bag? And though I did not, what is this? Why do I have, okay. Although your companion packs came with summer, the word summer, and a nice little iridescent sun, I forgot my glue gun, so I don't know if we'll be able to do the part where you add the words to her bag, but, and these are just some stray lips I cut out. But welcome, welcome, welcome everyone. Your companion pack came with a lot of really cool goodies. Your companion pack came with buttons for the back connections of her little halter top, and all the yarn you'll need to get this doll done. So we're gonna get started. I am working on the third iteration of this design, right? So we have the first parts, of course, and don't mind her eyes, I just have them there as a placeholder. They're not permanently placed. But this one has a really big textured afro puff. And so the first thing, the first thing we do, if you are accustomed to being a member of the My Kind of Thing University, the first thing that I do is attach the wig cap and then the ears. And so that's what we're gonna do first. This is definitely what we need in order to maintain her really cool afro puff. I have it pinned in place, but it's not attached permanently. We don't do that until after the wig cap is secured in place. And before I do that, I just want to make sure it's positioned on the head the way that I need it to be. And one really important way or cool way to make sure of that is to also pin that. So I'm going to use these same pins that I had the afro puff pinned to secure her wig cap to her head so that I can adequately attach it to her head. Okay, so let me pin this here. And you don't have to, but I'm a little anal sometimes about these things, so wherever I pin it here, I'm gonna go and follow the same line across and pin the other part there. Hey Blue Jay, welcome, welcome, welcome. We're kind of just getting right into it. I don't know why, but the eyes are bothering me that they're there like that. Now I feel like, I know I added those rows to make her head longer. I feel like this one's head is too long. I don't know how to explain it. Maybe instead of adding 4 rows, I should have added maybe 3 or 2. But yeah, just want to pin it in place. Don't worry about the eyes looking funny. They're not permanently positioned, so it's not a big deal. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my curved mattress needle, because that long tail that I left when I made the wig cap is going to be the same tail that I use to attach the wig cap to the head. Yeah, it's so funny because I'm still getting notifications even though my devices are on silent. Okay, just give me 1 second because it's not right in front of me. And I'm trying not to mess up the camera angle because I am working with a very limited amount of space. Let me see if I can slide up some maybe. What does that do? Okay. And then I feel like it should be closer. You know, the camera seems kind of far away. No, let me know what y'all think of this camera angle, because I think I need to bring it down. So hold on, let me see if I can do that without ruining everything. You know? Okay, that seems smarter, better. Yeah. What do you think? Yeah, that's closer. Better. Okay. Let me get my my curved mattress needle. But where are we all with the with our pieces? I know I probably should have had them all on display, right? So we have her visor, right? Her sandals. We're going to show the other one is somewhere around. Her bag. Don't tell me. Better not have misplaced that other sandal now. Oh, I'm about to say, that's crazy. Her halter top. Okay. And I was going to I purposely left this tail because I have to show how to create that faux stitch. Okay, let me just get the other materials because of course I put them out of reach. Okay. And we're gonna do like how we did with all the others. We might have to split this into 2 separate parts. So we're gonna give the main aspects of the design connected. So what is everyone up to? You know, that's too far away. I realize. Can't even see with it that far away. That should be good. Okay, let me get real close and up close and personal. Okay, so now, you know what, I just moved it up, but I probably need to move it back, so. Okay, there we go. All right, I think we're good. I think, yeah, this, no, that's not gonna work. I don't know why everything just seems so weird and off. Okay. Hopefully that'll stay there. And won't fall. Okay. So now, of course, you should have your stuffing, right? Got my stuffing to finish stuffing the body because I don't usually do that until I'm ready to kind of assemble and whatnot. And there are some components that require being crocheted together. Got my scissors. Does anybody have any questions about any of the pieces? I know last week, I believe it was Patricia who was having a little bit of difficulty with the color change. I realized that I didn't specify that for the color change, the best thing to do is cut off each color and fasten off instead of trying to bring it along with you, because it's just not it's not worth the trouble. Let's see, and I need my 3.5 millimeter hook, which, by the way, the next design I'm working on is really cool. Boom, 3.5 millimeter hook. Okay, so we have everything we need, right? Just put that there for now. Because right now, what we need is our curved mattress needle. Because that is how we'll be attaching the wig cap to the head. Okay, so here is where we ended off. And funny enough, I left the stitch marker in just because I wanted to move on. Okay, you know what, let me pull this down some, because really I feel like I'm leaning way too much over. Let's see if that's better. See if I can move up some. Okay. So now, this is what we're gonna do. Let's see. We're gonna use our curved mattress needle. And before I even get to the starting of attaching the wig cap, I'm going to create the faux stitch that I've been talking about, but this is with black, so it's a little hard to see. But basically, you go into the next stitch, and then, yeah, it'll be better with the yellow when I show you with the sandal, but, and in this instance, because I'm attaching a wig cap, I'm coming out here. This stitch makes it almost impossible for you to realize, or for anybody to see where you started and where you finished. That being said, now we're going to attach the wig cap by simply doing it's called a back stitch. But basically using the stitches of the wig cap to just, you skip the one in front because you're gonna go into it on the back end. Does anybody have any questions? You know, I moved that, but I think it was better up there because it being behind me serves no purpose at all. Okay. Yeah, that way I can see directly if I'm on or off camera. Okay. But yeah, we're putting the pieces together, and summer has some really great pieces. The other really cool thing about summer that I think I've mentioned before is I really like Summer's body style, the design of her body. I think I want to make her more clothing. So we're starting by, like I said, attaching the wig cap to the head. And it's really a gentle kind of attachment because you don't want to pull the yarn too tight. Because if you pull the yarn too tight, it'll seem as though her head is getting squeezed by the wig cap, and that is not the case. Also, the shaping that you've done with the scallop stitches, it defeats the purpose of doing that. Just gently yeah. So you all, what parts are you up to, Blue Jay and Peggy and Nora and Beatrice? What parts are you up to on your summer night crochet doll design? Part 2, part 1, part 4, part 3. As I mentioned, it is a very tedious design. I don't want that to discourage you. Hey, Nicole. Welcome. What parts are y'all up to? Y'all with me or y'all crocheting? I'm working at a very different angle than I am accustomed to, so forgive me if it's a little odd. But we're gonna get it done. We are going to get it done. So like I said, for those of you who are new here, You're on part 3, working on the skirt. Okay, well, listen, this design was very, very tedious, as you all see, with all the color changing and all the pieces. I almost didn't have it in me to do her for what would be my 3rd time. So, and again, the first time I did her, I created her, I was like, oh snap, I don't know if I can do this again. And so here I am on a 3rd time. So I understand. Take your time. It is a labor of love and commitment. You know, the one thing I said I was not doing again, at least not at this time, was them 40 braids. I was like, okay, 1 time or 2 times is more than enough. Does anybody have any questions though? Any part of the design that gave you a little bit of a challenge or maybe made you feel like you wanted to quit? Because I know for me, there were a couple of moments when I was like, do I really want to do this? So, I don't know, but our next design, I promise, it's much less tedious, I would say. You know, I started to be like, let's take a little break from dolls and do something else, like a creature of sorts. And then I was like, I don't really have it in me to do a creature at this time. I don't really feel inspired yet. But you know, and I'm looking at her and I feel like her eyes seem kind of low to me. But her head, see, that's the thing, she got a long head. And I know I said I needed her head to be longer, but I think I kind of OD'd with the length. Because she got like an alien head. I don't know if y'all can see that, but I'm not going to trip too much about it. I updated the pattern for the longer head. And I'm going to be honest, I think, like I said, I think I did it too long. I feel like I want to go back and maybe take, I don't remember how many rows I added. I think I went from 21 to 24. Maybe I should have did 23 or 22. I don't know. It looks like I had just enough length to attach this without having to try and get another piece to attach. Just made it. Or did I? No, I didn't. I still got more to go. Nope. Still got to get a little piece of black because this is not enough. Okay. I hate when I don't have enough length to finish in one fell swoop. Let me see if I got the black right here. But yes, this design was definitely. And these scissors, for some reason, they're always losing this piece, and I don't want to do the hood thing in. You see how easily it slips out? I don't want to do the hood thing and put some glue in there because they're really nice scissors, but that little, you see, and the fact that sometimes it comes out and sometimes it doesn't, it's weird. It's strange. Okay. Yeah, I need to turn this. Because I find myself off camera because of how I'm sitting. I'm just gonna come right in here, and I'm gonna come out right where this other one is, this other strand is. Don't worry about it, I'm gonna get rid of it, but I just need to finish off this piece. And I always call this a mattress needle, a curved mattress needle, but it's actually it's a tapestry needle, I believe. Okay, I think it's officially attached. What do you think? Yeah, I think we did it. Okay, and I'm just gonna go right in here, come out around there in between stitches, never just randomly through any old place. And I am going to use my yarn needle to tuck these little pieces. Now here's the trick. The trick is, this one is really short, so let's see if we can get rid of this without cutting it and compromising. Pull it a little bit. And just put it in there. Gone forever. Forever, ever, forever, ever. And you know what else we're gonna do? We're gonna do the face early. We're gonna attach the eyes and things early, because I usually do that last, but we're gonna do it after we do our ears and before we attach our legs and arms. And this is a technique that I use just because sometimes I don't want to cut the string too soon. That makes it way more difficult for anything to come undone. So, and you know what, this can actually go. Now I'm gonna cut it. Now I feel comfortable cutting it. And I may use the same yarn for eyebrows later. I don't know. Depends on how we feel. Okay, so she got her head attached. Look, I mean her wig cap attached. I tell you, that is a long head. I know I said that's what I wanted, but I think I was doing too much. And so now we're gonna make sure her ears are attached appropriately. And for this long head, these ears seem really little. But that doesn't matter, right? The other thing is I feel like these eyes should move over a little bit. See, this is the wonderful thing about our eyes, right? Because those other eyes, they have to be permanently placed. If I had felt like these eyes were too high or too low, it wouldn't have mattered. That's where they would have been or had to have been positioned. I also feel like they are a bit low. So I do think I need to move them up a row. Let's see. Let's move them up just a little bit. One row. Just one row. That seems better, because the other thing too is that I need to make sure that she has forehead space, and I don't know, if I feel like they're up too high, I'll just bring them down, because she still needs to have her eyebrows, and we don't really like when the baby hair touches the eyebrows, so that's usually a sign that you've gone too far. Okay, so now, because we have to attach her ears, we need some fudge drizzle. And here we go. So we're going to basically, you all know how we do this, right? We're going to cut off a piece of fudge drizzle, because that's what we used to create it. We used fudge drizzle to create her. Brown sugar was for the other one. I do not know how to make it so that my hands are on camera without having my body all on the camera. My goodness. Okay, that might be better. Do a little snip clip. And we don't need much for this. We just need enough to attach the ears. And we're gonna split the yarn for this. And so now before I permanently attach these ears, I need to make for sure that they are on the same rows so that I don't have one ear up higher than the other. So let's see. Here, follow all the way through to here. Okay. Here, follow all the way through to here. Ha. Got to pay attention. That would have been really, really messed up. Oh, you know what? They were on the same line. This one was kind of under the wig cap, though. Should I put them up a little bit higher? Yeah, I think I should put them. See how that looks. I don't know. Got to use the face stitches as a grid. That'll keep you as close to symmetry as you can get. Hey, Chassie, I didn't even see you. Happy Sunday. Hope everybody had a really good holiday weekend if you celebrate the 4th of July. All right, she looks like she's even, right? Yeah, no? Maybe bring this back a little bit. No? Let's see. Again, another really cool thing about being able to place the eyes whenever you're ready. Because even if I make some sort of mistake with the ears, I can always like adjust the eyes to accommodate anything that's asymmetrical, you know? But it looks fine. I think it'll be good. And I always start with this ear first. So today I'm going to start with her right ear. And it's basically, we're just going to stitch this ear in this spot right here. The first stitch is just to tie like a knot to keep it in place. Make sure you use those straight pins because they're very important. Just trying to bring that part down. Really feel like this straight pin is trying to sabotage me. See how it keeps trying to come out of place where it's supposed to be? Like, what's your deal? Oh, and this position is really annoying. I think this foam board is bending here. All right, and y'all know how I do. I go in the back as well because I just like for things to be really secure. You don't have to, but I do. Does anybody have any questions? And then just like the first stitch, the last stitch for me is always going to be a little knot. And then we're just gonna come out. And here's the cool thing, that technique that I showed you for making those long pieces disappear without the anxiety of feeling like you cut it too soon or you cut it too short or it's gonna unravel. You can do the same thing with this. You do not have to clip this if you don't want to. If you don't feel comfortable, you can use your yarn needle and simply put it in the head using the inserting it needle eye first. Boom, it's gone. I'm not even gonna cut it. I'm just gonna hide it forever. Now just snip that part. Okay, and we have one ear down, one more to go. Look at that. And I know ears can make you nervous sometimes, but don't worry about it. It's not so bad. Okay, where's that other piece? And my but yeah, it's pretty much the same thing for the other ear. And you know what, now that I think about it, I realize, you know how we take a little break in between? We might not need that. I know I say this all the time, but I don't think we're gonna take as long as we normally take here. Because it's just not necessary, right? Just want to make sure. I don't know what you mean by flipped. They're not, okay, you know what? It's weird sometimes when people say things about the ears. They're not flipped. It's the same. It's just left, right. They're the same. They're made the same. I just put one here and the other here. Like they're literally made the same. They're not flipped. Don't flip them because they wouldn't be symmetrical. They wouldn't look the same. I think, no. I don't know how to explain. They're made exactly the same. I just put one here and the other one here. I don't know what you mean by flip because I know some people turn one the other way. Don't do that. Because if you'll notice, there's a difference. They look different. One, there's a right side and a wrong side. They're not flipped. They're just, I don't know if I call that flip. That's not flip. They're just, I don't know how to explain that. But yeah, the flipping, as far as one being front forward and the other one being back forward, no. They are literally the same, just one is here and one is there. I guess maybe upside down, but there is no upside down because how they start is how they end. Yes, upside down. Yes, definitely one. I mean, based on the direction that you're going, right? But because they should end the same as they start, they should look the same. I've seen some people do that whole one this way, one that way. It's always obvious to me, and I'm like, don't do that. gonna fall soon because I'm getting notifications. Why? Okay. Just making sure that they're still on the same line. And like I said, I always go behind the ear too. You don't have to. If you're happy with what it looks like from the front and you feel good about your connection, you don't have to go through the extra trouble of going through the back as well. I just do because I'm anal like that. And then here's the funny thing. So I don't like how this part looks like it's not connected. So I'm gonna go in there, come out up here, and I'm going to fix that. Here we go. And I'm gonna go back down here and see my little knot. Ears are secure. Does anybody have any other questions? Any questions? So now that we have the wig cap and ears attached, I am going to handle creating the face. We're going to permanently attach these eyes, and we're going to make our nose, and we're going to guesstimate where our lips are going to go. We're not going to put the lips on, but we're going to do that first. Now, before I start attaching these eyes, it's really important that I put the spine in, because the technique I use to attach the eyes requires strings to run through the head, and I don't want it to obstruct where the wooden doll will have to go later on. All right, so as we're moving into that component, she has the eyes there. We just need a cutting of some dragon glass. Where did I just put it? We need 2 long pieces. It's good to make sure they're long because you want to have enough space to connect and tie them as necessary. Hey, Zay. And forgive me, y'all, if I sound a little bit dull today. I feel a little like sluggish. It's been a very, I guess, long weekend. Okay, so I got 2 long pieces. The next thing I need is a long sculpting needle. Long sculpting needle. Very, very useful tool for this part. And so as to not lose my place, I'm going to put this right here just to hold it for a second. I know it looks crazy, but that's how we do it. Cool thing about my kind of string eyes is that they have that component where you can put the yarn through in this way. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with the, and you know what, I'm gonna use the back of it because I just don't want to catch all kinds of things as I'm getting through to the back. I just want to make sure I come out in between stitches and rows. That's really important because when I tie this and make it permanently fixed, I do not want to see where I came out. Her face always looks so funny when their eyes are not done. It makes me think of like cartoon characters when they get hit on the head. And so we're going into the same hole, but do not accidentally catch the yarn strand that you put in there previously, even though you're going in the same hole. It feels like a lot to go through. This one she has a big head, I know I made it longer, but I think I OD'd. And so the goal is to try to come out like right next to where you came out. Don't pull it just yet. It's not necessary. Whew. Yeah, you know what? And the thing is, I had to turn the air conditioner off because it obstructs the sound. And I'm like right by the air conditioner, so I'm a little hot. And there is no fan here. So the air conditioner is the way to keep cool, and it is messing with the sound. And because I have not located my mics, I don't remember where I put them. We don't have that option yet. And I refuse to order another set Well, I'm gonna tell you, the modified pattern, you know, I think I added too many rows for this head because now I think the head is too long. Probably should have added maybe a row or 2. I think I added 4, which is, I don't know. it just seemed like the right thing to do at the time. But look, she's totally fine with the shorter head. So just consider that you have two ways you can do this. I just felt like she just went down too quickly. But now I think it goes down, it takes too long to go down. I don't know. Or maybe just I don't know. I do not know, but I need to do something somewhere in the middle because like I said, this is too short. This is too long. So maybe instead, I don't know. I mean, cuz neither one of them is going to be like not good. It's just it's the artist in me. Okay. All right, and then we're going to take the other. It's so crazy because there was some nice refreshing watermelon in the fridge that I was supposed to partake in before this live. But of course, as usual, me and time, we got issues. And so I didn't have the time to stop. Okay, and out. In between stitches and rows. All right. Okay. Now that we got that done, my favorite part is when they look crazy, right? They start off looking crazy. Right, let's they start off looking like a cartoon that got busted in the head. And then you pull the strings and like magic, it immediately gives them personality. Ta-da! Not too much, but not too little. And here's the thing. If you don't like the position, you can always take them out and put them some other place. Or put them some, I think that's the part that I really like. Like I said, I know most eyes, they tell you to snap them in place. And so the pattern, I added 4, you know what, Chastity? I'm telling you. Oh, you know what? I'm missing all these comments because I can't see them. They're all the way over here. Hold on. The original pattern, modify, companion pack, and of course I have all the eyes. We're working on buying a home, and I told Mr. I have 2 requests. He said, that's dope. That is so cool. Oh, I'm excited for y'all. I knew it. That stray fly, there you go. Oh, I wonder if I can get him. I can't get him. I don't have nothing to hit him with. It's a stray fly in here. But yes, he said a crochet room. That's a good man, an observant man. He knows, yes. But anyway, yeah. So that's what it is. Like, it's warm in here, and I was actually really, really chilling prior to, like, under the air conditioner, watching a movie with Mr. Stevens. And, gotta make sure we get this girl together. Thank you, Chastity. I appreciate it. I'm just like, you know how I get. I feel so, what's the word? Like, indecisive sometimes. Because it's like, oh, well, what if I do it like this? And then if I do it like that? And, and it becomes a whole thing. But you know what? We are going to press on because we know the end product, that end product it's always going to be like, yeah, we did that. So let me get these strings together. And when I say get them together, that basically means taking them and moving them into the same space. Because when I finally pull them to permanently secure them, I don't want it to be obvious where I did what I did. So I'm just bring this down. Then I'm gonna pull them a little bit. Now here's a trick. Let me just explain. You do not want to pull them too much, because if you pull them too much, then she gets the low brow ridge and she looks angry. You don't really have to pull them a whole bunch if you don't want to. I like to pull them just a little because it adds a little bit of cheek to the face without me having to do any actual math to make cheeks on the doll design, even though sometimes there are some patterns that I've created that have little cute cheeks. Shout out to Penelope Pollen. Penelope Pollen Design has really cute cheeks. She has a really cute face because not only was the design designed with cheeks, but she also has these really cool my kind of string eyes that add even more cheeks. Look, so how cute is that, right? Okay. And because I like that, I'm just gonna knot it up, and then we're gonna make it disappear. Yep. I like it. Not too much, not too little. And here's the thing, I don't usually, but if ever you feel like you like where the eyes are positioned, you can take a little glue and just put a little bit under so that they stay in place. I usually, when I really decided like, or here's the other thing, once I place the lashes usually keep everything in place. So it makes it so that it can't move, you know? Let's see what it looks like with the lashes. What she looks like. Here's my lashes for this design. Yeah, this is the one. You know what else is the position I'm sitting in? I'm sitting on a piano seat. And I'm feeling hunched. So that's another thing, like my neck is feeling funny. Let's see what she looks like with her lashes, shall we? Oh, really cute. Yeah. How cute is that? Oh, that's cute. Okay. But we knew you was going to be cute, right? With your big long head. We knew that, right? Okay. So this is how we hide these strings, never to be seen again. Not at all. We use our yarn needle. And in the same space that we pulled through, we're gonna just pull everything through it. Make all of this disappear. The strings and the knot. Boom, and like that, we were never there. You were never there. See what I'm saying? This is how good we are here at the My Kind of Thing University. We do not just do any old thing any old way. We are professionals. And when we do our work, people look at it and wonder, and they say, oh my gosh, how did you do that? Oh my gosh, the detail, the this, the that. Yes, we did it because we are My Kind of Thing University people. We are not mediocre. We do not do mediocre things. Everything we do is good. And now I'm gonna clip, because these eyes are secure. You understand me? They're secure. We ain't worried about these coming out. Unless you're using some cheap rinky-dink yarn and it snaps or something, this ain't coming out. These eyes are here to stay. Look at them. Look at that face. Oh. Okay, and we're gonna do our nose now. We're gonna put her nose on. And for the nose, we need our darning needle. Where are you? Here we go. See that? And we need whatever skin color you use to create her. Right? I can't believe we ran out of coconut cream like that. I feel like the light-skinned girls are being left out. Okay, now I think I'm gonna make her a nice size nose between her eyes, like so. Let's move this over just a little bit. And this is just one way to do a nose. And it's pretty much just going over and over in the same space until you feel like you've established a significant enough nose. And I think I'll go in one more time, but I won't come out there because that is getting a little bit difficult. There we go. That's a good nose. Okay. What do you think? It's a little high up. I usually prefer it a little bit lower, but I'm trying to give her as much mouth space as I need. Because I felt like the other one didn't have enough mouth space. Now I feel like this one might have too much mouth space. I'm telling you, it's just the artistic thing in me. Just gonna tuck and hide this strand. And we got nose and eyes. Look at that. Just like that. Cuteness has arrived. Okay. What are we gonna do next, you ask? I was gonna say let's do her hair, but you know what I feel like? Yeah, maybe we should do the hair. I want to stuff her body some more though. So let's do that. Does anybody have any questions? Any questions? And I know I said we shouldn't take too much, it shouldn't take too much time, so we don't need to split up the video. But I think I might need to do that anyway, to stop for about 10 minutes and come back, because I do need some water and a little bit of air. And I think I'll have a little watermelon to kind of liven me up some, because I feel really sluggish. Y'all down for that? Y'all good with taking a 10-minute interlude while I hydrate and refresh? Get a little air before we go on to the next parts. Should I attach the ponytail first and then take a break? Which one? Let me know. What do y'all think? What are y'all feeling like? Because I know I don't know how to make this not so quiet. I feel like it needs to be some mood music when we do this. Well, I want to make sure y'all are good, because, But, yeah, let me know how y'all feel about taking a 10-minute break now, coming back, because when we come back, what will we have to do when we come back? When we come back, we're going to add the ponytail, eyebrows, arms and legs, right? And then, I'm going to show Nasira, I hope I'm saying your name right, what I mean when I say the faux stitch. Okay, so let's just run down what we've done so far. We've attached the wig cap, we've attached the ears, we've permanently fixed her eyes, we created her nose, and when we come back from this 10-minute break, we're going to put on her eyebrows, attach her ponytail, and her limbs. And then I'll show Nasira what I mean by faux stitch when I finish her sandals. Okay, so 10-minute, we're taking a 10-minute break. What time is it? It is 3:23. We'll be back at 3:24. We'll be back at 3:34. Okay? All right. I will see y'all in 10 minutes. We'll be right back here, okay?